Good evening, Saints Nation, and welcome to some Friday night collegiate Rainbow Six action. Tonight we got a wild lineup. St. Clair College going up against New York Tech Cyber Bears. And it's going to be a pretty wild ride because map 1 is Consulate, and I've never casted that. On the desk is myself, Colin Seymour Moore, and my co-caster, Daniel, the Saved One Man. Daniel, how are you tonight?
I'm doing amazing, and just to call you out for a second before the actual stream starts, you kind of like check yourself out in the camera. You go like, I'm looking good, and then you just start.
No, I kind of looked at it. I was like, oh, hey, I look like I just got out of bed.
Yeah, it's so funny. But I'm super excited to be here on the desk. It's my second time casting CR6, so I'm ready to learn a lot more. Ready to learn with the viewers that really don't know, or the ones that don't know CR6, and yeah, I'm excited to jump into this one.
Yeah, and New York Institute or New York Tech. Sorry, I've heard that they're quite the team to go against. I haven't heard too much about the team. I didn't find a lot of information on them, but I did hear down the grapevine that they're quite the team. So I'm excited for the match, and I want to see St. Clair bring the fire because last week they didn't get to play. Last week they got a forfeit win. I don't know what the team is that forfeit, but they just left the league, so they didn't get to play last week. I didn't get to cast them last week. You didn't get to cast them last week. And the week before that, St. Clair lost.
Yeah.
And so I want to see them bring it back. I want to see them bring home the dub for Saints.
I'm ready as well to jump into this one literally whenever, but we're gonna be getting the lobby started. But yeah, like you were saying, is that Saints, they're coming into this one off of a win, kind of, right?
Yeah.
Off of kind of a forfeit win. So they want to prove themselves today. And even 2 weeks ago versus the team that they were facing, it was a very, very close match, right? St. Clair ended up winning, I believe, the first map. Other team ended up winning the second, and then we know the end result of that third game, but it was still very close nonetheless.
It was I'm pretty sure they played Bank that last map.
Yeah.
And it was so close. It was so wild. We were on the edge of the seats. You guys were on the edge of your seats, and they just couldn't pull out the dub, but they made it entertaining.
Yeah.
And I remember that first map they did win. It was on Clubhouse, which they will play tonight. That is their second map. And they pulled the Montaigne out all the time. And we thought it was a troll pick, but they were telling us, no, that we wanted Montaigne.
It became a super, super meta pick until they started laying those kind of the barbed wires down, and then all of a sudden Montaigne was super, super useless. So we'll see if any of those strats end up coming out today, or maybe if there's even new operators that we get to watch today, because we saw a couple of those unusual picks come out. We saw the Nook at one point during Bank. We saw the Montaigne during game 1.
Snoke.
So exactly. Exactly. So we'll get to make a lot more references as more operators start to pull up.
Yeah, and I'm kind of excited to talk about one thing that I want to see tonight. I want to see Vigil's shotgun with the ACOG on, because I not even 10 minutes ago I watched a clip for Rainbow Six, and I saw that Vigil shotgun with the ACOG, and it's pretty much a sniper. It's like you take Glaz's sniper and make it into a shotgun. And it's way better than Glaz's sniper, in my opinion.
And this is also where I get to chime in. And again, I don't know too much about this game, so that was really good insight. But for all of you at home, you guys get to learn with me as well. So I'm super excited to jump into this one, and we're gonna get going in just a couple of minutes here. But before we do that, I'm excited. Are you excited?
Oh, I'm super excited because I just looked to my right, and we're hopping right into a St. Clair College, New York Tech Consulate. And we're in the ban phase, so I expect to see the typical ban phase, because this is a default map from what I heard.
Yep.
So I expect the Mira, Echo, maybe
standard.
We'll see that standard defensive. Oh, Blackbeard! I've never seen Blackbeard get banned on the attacking, but that makes sense because there's a lot of windows.
He's very, very annoying to face against if you want to try and aim towards kind of that upper part of him, because he's got that little shield on top of his gun, and it can be very, very annoying to face against. But we get to wait just a couple of more seconds to see who exactly New York want to ban out here. It's gonna be the Jackal.
Jackal makes sense. That's all, because there's a lot of space to cover. So if that Jackal is gonna be or if anybody's going to be roaming around, since it's such a big building, that Jackal's going to be annoying. You don't want your footsteps scanned. You don't want your position shown. I expect to see an Echo now and a Mira. It's a typical defensive bans. I don't. Oh,
ooh, one of them is going to be getting through.
Yeah,
one of them is going to be getting through as the Maestro going to be banned out here.
And that's pretty funny because I was thinking earlier that remembering JMB's playing on Maestro on that clubhouse, and then Montaigne pushed up and the Maestro just put them shots into his bag, and it confused both of us because the Montaigne ended up going down. So we learned something last week that his camera can do damage. So we're gonna see Echo make it through. That Yokai drone is gonna be annoying, but Mira doesn't make it through. So that's pretty typical to see the Mira. Mira and Jackal are the kind of typical bans.
And I could see how Mira could be very, very annoying to face against, and obviously for the more experienced players, they definitely see how it is very annoying. Like if you know exactly where to place that little barrier, or even like the window through the wall, then it can get crazy. But you're already seeing it. JMB is gonna be pulling out the Echo here, so we'll see how Echo does within this team. But you're starting to see a lot more standard picks coming out here.
Yeah, and to introduce the team on defense, we got St. Clair Saints, JMB's Doozy, Rapid, Imagine, and Miss Nautica. And on the attacking side, we have Garage, Money, Mac, Blatteroid, and Not Salmon. And that is New York Tech Cyber Bears. So see how the Cyber Bears can match up against the hometown heroes, St. Clair Saints.
Yeah.
Oh, and they're going to put the Dokabi out.
Yeah, Dokubi going to be pulled out here. Nomad, IQ, Sledge, Thermite. I love watching Thermites and Sledges just to see exactly where they end up destroying walls into. And the more destruction, the more better we get to watch. But they're going to be, the bombs themselves are going to be in the basement. So there's a lot of openings through the roof there on that first floor that operators are allowed to go through. It's going to be exciting to see if any of these members actually end up going up to that first floor to block any of them off, or if they're just going to be destroying holes in walls.
Yeah, well, they could go up to the first floor because they banned out that Jackal, so the Jackal won't pick up their footsteps if they roam around. Although they do have to get that roam presence out somewhere, especially on a site like basement, which you can just collapse on if you're an attacking team. It's personally my favorite one on this map to attack, and I'm sure it's a lot of people's favorites because it's the first one picked tonight.
Yeah, our producer Daniels was talking about this earlier, how rapid smoke is absolutely insane, so we get to watch him and how he uses that shotgun to his advantage. But you can already we're already starting to see New York set up what is going to become a very bloody first round. Don't think they know exactly where the bombs are just yet, but they're going to soon find out and notice that none of these bombs are on the first floor.
Yeah, and nobody's roaming either on St. Clair. They're all staying in the basement, so maybe they oh no, there's somebody up on the roof. Or not the roof, the second floor.
Yeah.
That was just a weird kind of through the wall glitch. So St. Clair does have a roamer. That is Imagine, not Miss Imagine, just Imagine. Miss Nautica's with him though. So Miss Nautica and Imagine going to be roaming in the second floor, making sure that nobody, just making sure that New York isn't comfortable, that they have that roam presence, that they have to focus, and it's going to take them a little bit longer to push in.
And the one thing that you were telling me earlier, Seymour, is that we have to watch out for Imagine as well as Rapid, because these two are the stars of their team. And also the coach of the R6 team was saying to Rapid in particular, you got to play a little bit more aggressive, right? You're really, really good at this game, so you have to act a little bit more aggressive, and we'll see if they can do that. You already hear shots going through all across this, but in the basement, it's very limited entrances that they can go through, and you're already starting to see blasts through the top here.
Yeah, with Dokubi using her phone call ability to call everybody on their cell phones and let them know where they are. So we're going to see Sledge with a nice peek hole from above, trying to find something. Thermite gets the bomb down and opens up the garage entrance. So shots going from the basement up. Sledge having to be a little bit careful, putting another hole, finding him out where he is, and he's just trying to find him. Destruction everywhere. We love to see it.
Yeah, definitely very, very great. And I love, Rapid. Getting a really nice kill here to start off the round. Getting a whole, I thought he got a second kill, but no, he was trying to destroy one of these traps as Blade ends up destroying one of his own opponents. You're starting to see the Echo in action. Not really the Echo drone just yet, but the Thermite going to blow a hole through the wall.
And not wanting to point out like the bad things on St. Clair right here, but Miss Nautica is somebody I'd like to see step up in this game because Miss Nautica was kind of quiet last time I was casting. So Money taking out Doozy and see how St. Clair can reciprocate with this action. We're going to see Salmon opening up that door. And that's Diffuser down outside, so nobody's in a good position to pick up that Diffuser. JMB's taking him out with the nice shots. Blatt is really low on health. Money opening up more of the floor, getting a nice angle,
he's gonna find
seeing some toes, and getting the kill on Rapid. So that's going to be a nice 2v3 situation. St. Clair just has to stay alive because I don't think they have the Diffuser. Diffuser is going down. Imagine it's going to push in. Gets a kill on Blatt, but JMB's goes down to Blatt at the same time, so we're going to see a 1-on-1, 1v2, sorry.
Oh, that was close.
1v2, Diffuser down, and he goes down, so that is first round to New York Tech.
New York Tech taking this whole entire round very, very slowly. That was like seconds before that timer was about to run out. I believe Imagine, basically all of St. Clair were assuming they were going to win that round. Right when Rapid died, there was about 20 seconds left on the clock, and that was extremely close, but that was only the first round. Rapid and Imagine both grabbing a kill for themselves, as well as JM Beast. Definitely agree with you. Miss Nautica does have to step up a little bit of her game, as well as the dude in last place. It was Doozy. Yeah, Doozy. They both kind of slacked in that round, but it's fine. Round number one, you get the jitters off, right? You guys maybe not in the same room as each other, but definitely in the same call. Got to get a little bit better on that communication.
Yeah, and from 2 weeks ago when we did get to see St. Clair play, Doozy surprised me. It really impressed me with the plays from 2 weeks ago because he usually is that quiet kind of killer, killer who's there making sure that he does his job. But last time I saw him play, he really was going above and beyond with it. Yeah. And I want to see him do that again in this game. And Miss Nautica needs to find that easy medium, that medium of where she needs to play and how she needs to do her job. Because if she can step up, that would be pretty big for the Saints. They'd solidify their spot as a higher ranked team.
Definitely agree with you. Couldn't have said it better myself. As round number 2 is going to be starting here, as the prep phase gets started, and I don't think we're really seeing any new characters coming out here. Well, maybe the Valk. The Valkyrie, we saw her a lot 2 weeks ago, but definitely not there in that last round, as they're going to try and set up. Jaeger, very, very annoying with all of his little his grenade stoppers.
Yeah, his grenade stompers. I like to say yeah. Yeah, just like what you did. I know the viewers can't see it, but yeah, that. Yeah. And so New York continuing with their the same matchup, because if it worked the first time, it should work the second time. Yeah. Logically. Battle Eye striking, banning
DA egg.
See you later, man. That's what you get for being a cheater,
brother.
So Assault is on, and New York Tech is going to slowly edge their way up onto the second floor. I love the grapple ability in this game. It's always nice to see, but it confuses the heck out of me when they go upside down. But it doesn't matter if you're upside down, because JM is taking out Money early. You're no Mizuchi. You can't be upside down.
It's kind of cool that New York knows exactly where the bomb is going to be, and I feel like they kind of scouted out the 2 other floors. Didn't really need to scout out the 3rd, just realizing that it's not in the basement, because it was already in the basement. One player has left the game, maybe just DC'd. Don't think there's a possibility in this game, but is there?
No, well, if you DC mid game, after shots have been fired, after it's started, then you play on. So they will probably re-host after this round unless the person can reconnect. Okay. But you have to play this round. Yeah, we'll see what ends up happening to that one player over on New York. But other than that, you can already see Garage. Dude's trying to go very aggressive. He already sees the player, or we see the player outlines, and they're very, very close to each other at that, as Nomad's also just trying to get through the roof here. And another one of the players on New York actually getting spotted out. A little bit of shots going towards that player as IQ looks for his opening. And Mac just taking every single corner, just being so slow and methodical, trying to find something. Finds the Valkyrie drone, so taking out that camera. And there is a player around that corner, so everybody's getting so close. I honestly, sometimes the seeing through the walls trips me out.
Yeah.
Because like I know that they're right there, and I'm so excited. It's just, and how are they going to do this? They found a bomb site, so they're going to push up. We are in a 3v5. St. Clair looking for the flawless round. There's a player right underneath that. But
the pre-fire
doesn't find it. The C4 coming out doesn't connect onto Mac. Mac just barely making it out with life, but taking shots. What a shot! No, Imagine just lost his head. JMB's taking out not Salmon. So that's going to be a 2v4 situation. New York Tech slowing down. It's not taking out Garage, but 1v5. 1v4, 1v dead. New York Tech losing the second round and St. Clair tying it up 1-1.
Yeah, really nice display of team coordination coming through from the Saints, but sadly, we could not get that player reconnected. So yeah, I believe we're gonna go into some sort of a stalling phase. I'm not too sure, but maybe we could try and get that dude back. As you see right now, St. Clair, they're just trying to choose what operators.
And they
what is RH?
They asked for rehost.
Oh, rehost. Okay.
So they're just saying that his PC restarted, and St. Clair is asking the other team to leave. So once that team leaves, we'll start up the rehost and head straight into setting up the new lobby.
Yeah. So you can already see what the Saints are trying to do, or St. Clair. I keep calling them the Saints.
It's okay. It's the Saints. Saints.
Yeah.
St. Clair. Okay. St. Clair College. You know, the Griffins.
The Griffins.
I don't know.
Yeah.
They got so many names to them. They're the hometown heroes.
That's what I call them.
They're the hometown heroes.
I don't know if you've been catching on to that, but I call them that literally all the time. But yeah, getting out of that little phase. How'd you feel about those first two rounds going down?
Really slow. Really slow. It's like both teams are kind of feeling each other out, and once they get past that, kind of feeling the other opponent out, I feel like these teams are just waiting for that moment to pounce. And once they find that moment to pounce, it's just gonna be nonstop action. So I'm excited to see when they kind of find their matchup and their get their feet underneath them.
I know it's a little bit useless because I didn't really know what the player's name was, but there was one dude on New York right towards the end of the round that just popped off. He just wanted to go super, super aggressive. And another thing that I wanted to touch on is that I don't know how some of these players know where the other players are.
Hours and hours of peeking that corner.
It blows my mind. He's holding that, and we see the dude through the wall, and it's like he already knows that the guy is there before he's even there.
Yeah, I remember there's this one map that Doozy will hold one corner, and he'll just like edge around, just like shoot one spot. There'll most likely be someone there on the other side of that bullet to take a headshot, and it's so satisfying sometimes when they do that, because it's like, oh, that player just got absolutely destroyed. That player has to wait a whole other round, and they just know they just got destroyed. So
sometimes we have casters that just go deep into the analysis of the pinpoint pixel accuracy. Sometimes you just have to say that dude just got destroyed.
That dude just got destroyed. And that's what I have to say about Imagine. Imagine got destroyed that round. He just got, I think it was Salmon. Salmon, I apologize if I'm saying your name wrong. You just turned the corner and just one shot. Just Imagine lost his head right away. There's no second shot. I don't even think.
Yeah, and I was trying to process what you said for a second. And I was like, "That's all good."
Yeah,
we're gonna send ourselves just to a very quick break.
Oh, we're
just kidding.
Nope,
no, we're not.
No, we're not heading to a break, because
what's a break?
I just looked over there and we're heading into the match. My observer said it, so they're all ready. PCs were started. Everything's ready to go. Back into console at 1-1. St. Clair, New York Tech. Let's get this going.
Nick was just like, "No." That's awesome. We're heading into round number 3. We get to see what St. Clair, the Saints, the hometown heroes, whatever you want to call them, are going to be picking here in this round. They're probably going to be going for the exact same characters here. Do you think that Smoke's ever going to get banned out?
Against St. Clair? You know, it might be. It's something that the other teams want to look for. Maybe they want to do that personal ban on Rapid, because he's just... it's like another beast. I don't know if if you ever just see somebody who's like, it's like they play that character to the absolute best, and that's what Rapid does with Smoke. He just plays that character to like the best of his abilities, and it never ceases to amaze me when he uses that shotgun.
Yeah, sometimes when even when it's a default character, right?
Yeah.
It's already a character that's unlocked for you. It could still be a top tier character, and that's what Rapid is showing right here as well. You can see a lot of these lock-ins are going to be coming through. We got Echo, Legion, Bandit, Smoke, and Jaeger just for St. Clair. Pretty basic operation lineup. We're going to be starting here in the basement. Once again, we already started in the basement there in round number 1, and St. Clair were not successful at holding this, so we'll see if they are going to be successful here in round number 3.
And if anybody's curious on why they're able to hold it again after already playing the basement, it's because that they lost it. So if you lose in the basement, you can play the basement again. But normally, if you win in the basement, you have to wait 2 more rounds before you can play the basement again.
No more basement for you, is what St. Clair want to tell the opponents here. They weren't able to, obviously. I keep just kicking the dead horse at this point. They were not able to. No. St. Clair lost. Everyone has to remember that. Okay.
St. Clair did not succeed 2 weeks ago. And we remember that.
Talking about this game.
Earlier. I thought you were talking about 2 weeks ago when they lost.
When they lost?
When they lost.
Did they lose 2 weeks ago?
I think so. Doozy, though. Getting a kill on money right away. That's a nice spawn peek from the Bandit. You know, maybe Bandit doesn't have that ACOG anymore, but that doesn't matter because he can still tap heads.
There you go. Finally showing himself, improving himself, as he wasn't able to really get too many kills there earlier on in this match, but now he's really showing up for his team, and I believe it did take him a while, also 2 weeks ago, to actually start to get going, and now we're starting to see kind of that come into fruition, but I was just kind of confused. I'm like, what's IQ doing? Why is she shooting at the floor?
Looking for some gadgets.
Yeah.
Oh, so close to spring. I mean, I know it's weird to just picture that, but I know what the IQ's doing. Right underneath there is the garage door. So IQ's taking out the bandit traps, and garage is opening garage.
Also, yeah, garage. It took me a second to find out what you were saying there, but it finally clued in as he wants to blow another hole through the wall.
Garage just wants to make sure that garage is open. Imagine off to the side, taking out Blad. So that's so much garage open for Garage to look at.
Yeah, Garage is going to be going insane just peeking through the garage here. He's just trying to find a new angle for himself. Not Salmon. That's how you pronounce that name, Salmon? Solomon?
Yeah, I'm going to say Salmon because, and I'm sorry, Salmon, if it's not Salmon, but that's how I'm going to pronounce your name.
I'm craving fish.
Want to go get fish after?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to go right now?
Let's go get sushi.
Yeah?
All right. Who cares about the sushi?
Whoa!
Oh, Mac gonna get a double kill, and off to the side there's a triple kill. I didn't see who got the third one, but we're already into a 2v3 situation. Diffuser's going down by Garage. Mac is holding that off angle, and Imagine is going all the way around. Yokai Tron gonna just barely not get it, and the Nomad picks up the shot onto Imagine, so Imagine is known. His position is known, and there's 2 players right outside of the garage door, so Imagine is going to try to look for this character.
There he is.
Gets the pick onto Salmon. There's a player outside of that door, so we're into a 2v2 situation. Imagine at very low on health, but so is Mac. Garage at full health, and so is JMB's. Imagine gonna go out trying to get the run out, and the JMB's taken out. Garage, so Diffuser is down. JMB's really low on health, and Mac in a one-on-one situation.
There he is.
JMB's is gonna have to get this Diffuser. If he can't pick this up, he's gonna have to just give it up. That's the round 2.
That's unfortunate,
the second round for New York Tech, and they're gonna go up 2-1.
He's just going to try to do the final plant, and obviously he's not able to do so as New York ends up taking that round. Oh, the question marks in all chat.
Is that some banter? Whoa, wait. No, maybe his question mark right there. How did... That was on him. How is that not a headshot the first time?
That's probably what he was... Yeah. I thought he was like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I thought that was banter, but no, he's just making fun of Ubisoft at that point.
Yeah, that's exactly what he's doing. As Imagine at the top of his kill chart with only 2 kills. Let me see Mac at the top of his with 4 kills of his own. Not bad for the top fraggers.
Yeah, and going into round 4, St. Clair is going to hold that cafeteria garage. They're going to stick with the basement. They want that basement.
Sure.
And Thatcher is coming out on the side of
there we go.
New York Tech. So that Thatcher is going to work very well with Thermite.
Does Thatcher usually have like a mask over his face?
Yeah, but that's an
Okay.
elite skin, man.
Okay.
Operation
Never seen his face.
Nimrod. Operation
just took a-
Nimrod elite skin.
They just took a JPEG of a random guy's face, just shove it on there. That's Thatcher now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Hulk Hogan. It's really good. It's Hulk Hogan.
I tell my kids that's Hulk Hogan.
I'm gonna tell my grandkids that that's Hulk Hogan.
Oh, getting into round number 4.
Saint
Prep phase.
Clair,
Go ahead.
Doozy looking for the drones. He's drone hunking. It's not duck season. It's not rabbit season. It's drone season.
Drone season. We're not really starting to see the Echo really pop off. I don't know why. I don't know why this is really a top tier pick or this is always banned because usually like perma-banned operators are super broken.
It's because that yokai drone can disrupt the plant.
Yeah.
But they haven't been in a situation where they've had the opportunity to disrupt the plant because they've been in a 2v3 every single time that plant goes down.
And I think we've started to slowly see that yokai drone actually come out and be useful, but he's just not able to get to it.
Yeah.
Like right when the dude is planting. So maybe here in this round we'll see it. But this is our third round not in a row, but this is our third round here. Actually seeing the basement, so I feel like New York are just they're on point with at least this attack format.
Vlad gonna put a claymore down at that door because that's where Imagine ran out last round. Taking out the cameras, Mac is already inside, getting so much information that nobody is roaming on the side of St. Clair. I'm pretty sure nobody is roaming.
No.
Looking around on the screen, there is somebody roaming. There's somebody on the second floor up top, and that is Imagine.
There was one dude right behind the wall there.
Yeah.
The Thatcher was going up, and then he went all the way back down. Whoa! Through the wall. Money with the money shot. I don't know how he just thought. I don't know how he thought of that one, but you see Money once again trying to go for a 1v1 scenario, not able to do it as Doozy knows exactly where his opponent is.
Oh, but Doozy's got to be careful because the Thermite is gonna go down.
Oh,
and
he
just
heard it.
barely makes it out.
Yeah.
And Garage is gonna open up the garage one more time. We're in a 4v4 and site is open. Vlad and Garage.
Oh, he
holding
saw
the sidelines. Oh, and I love the little pixel peaks. Those are those tight little angles that these players can hold. It is so amazing.
One thing I love seeing more than a pixel peak is a pixel peak actually working.
It's the tongue twister there.
Yeah. I messed myself up. If I got that successfully, then I would have been happy with myself. But.
A little bit of a tongue twister. Say that 10 times in a row, and I'm sure you'll fail.
Yeah.
It didn't work. Miss Nautica up top is the roamer on Legion. Gonna put those goo mines down everywhere that she can.
Do it up, dude.
Yeah, do it. New York just running the time. They like to draw it out as long as they can, get every little piece of information that they can before they push in. And Rapid kind of been quiet on that
He's
smoke.
AFK, dude.
Yeah,
he's just kind of staring up that ledge as Mac just going absolutely insane. He eliminated 2 members there in that last round, and he does it once again. But he's shooting through the floor just to create a little bit of an opening for himself. As starting to see a 1v4 come out now.
Yeah, and Doozy working on the ace because he got the first one. Ace does not come out, and Mac picking up a triple kill in that round.
Yeah, New York just seems very on point now, and you're starting to see. Oh man, this dude.
Starting to see why this map came through.
Yeah, well, the map and also Mac. This dude is popping off.
Yeah, I'm the Mac.
You want to perform that for us?
No, I'm gonna keep it there.
You want me to put you on the spot there?
Yeah,
Mr. Dora.
Mag was 7-0 though, not even dying once yet. We're in round 5 of this. Stop laughing at me.
I'm the Mac,
round 5.
I'm the Mac. Okay.
I'm the Mac. Round 5. New York is up by 2. We're gonna see the Dokkaebi come back once again and Hibana this time. We're not gonna see no Thatcher on Garage. So it looks like it is. Really, God, I'm like, wait, Garage. They're not holding Garage this time. They're holding council office. But his name's Garage.
Dude, we've been seeing this. Who is Lion?
Lion? You don't know who Lion is? Everybody knows who Lion is.
Well,
the man of the hour. He's the man of the hour.
The offer.
So Lion has the Lion call. So he pulls it.
Yeah.
And it's like 3 seconds long, and if anybody on St. Clair's moving, they're pinged.
Ooh. That seems OP.
It's really not.
Okay.
It used to be OP
Just
because it used to trace your whole outline instead of just pinging you.
Right.
And it used to last way longer.
Easy. Yeah.
So they nerfed it. They put the
That's a big
nerf. The nerf down. They put their foot down on that character and they said no.
You would you would imagine that they would only like nerf the duration that they're outlined.
Yeah.
But no, it's just
Ping.
just a ping. That's it. But we'll see how this dude over on New York ends up playing the Lion and really shows it here. This is usually what Collegiate is for. Can you
Whoa.
pull out some crazy?
It's a weird visual glitch. So we can't.
Is he using like his pistol or something? Like
You know, he
there
has
you
his
go.
gun, but it's a visual glitch. So
okay.
so he had his gun there. We just couldn't
Okay.
see it.
I was like,
Trying to
what?
Yeah.
Is he trying to do some wizard magic there on the window?
Freeze?
Exactly. That's what I was thinking.
It's like Frozone from The Incredibles.
Yeah. Where's my super suit?
Looking for the spawn peaks and they're not successful. And New York, I just, it's one thing that I like to see is how collected they are as a team. They just take as much time as they can. They don't rush anything.
No. And yeah, we're like I said this last week a little bit, but I feel like these first 2 minutes are kind of the prep phase, or even just the first couple minutes is the prep phase. And then all of a sudden, once there's like 20 seconds left, everyone just goes absolutely bananas.
Yeah.
And just goes for everything that they've been setting up. But not Salmon flashing himself. You don't really want to be doing that as Doozy. There you go, taking out the main carry over on New York from what we've been seeing so far. Really nice formation coming out here for St. Clair. They're doing a little bit better here on the second floor, but they can hear all of these members coming through here on these windows.
Yeah. And Mac going down is huge for St. Clair because he has been popping off, and Rapid gonna hear this player flashing out and getting those barbed wires down. So
Oh,
Frag
there
gonna
it
come
is.
out. Oh, and he gets the shotgun down next to
one
no health though. He has barely anything left in his health bar, and he's just gonna be holding that tight angle. So St. Clair in a 5v3, and New York
Shotguns,
maybe
man.
maybe looking to drop their first round since the rehost.
Shotgun's definitely very strong here, especially in these tight corridors, and you're starting to see them really come out here, as we haven't really seen on camera Lion use his ability just yet. Maybe we'll see it in just a couple of seconds here, as we'll see how exactly useful it is. But the Poison Dart going to be coming out here. Legion, a little bit too strong here on this map.
Yeah, the Goom mines are super
That's Legion,
annoying.
right?
Yeah, Legion.
Okay.
Yeah, you were right. Good job.
Learning.
Gold star.
Cool start.
And
Kindergarten all
the
over
line
again.
call comes out, but Doozy
Whoa!
he doesn't care if he's pinged. He's gonna take out Blatroid, and Miss Nautica in the meantime goes down to Not Salmon. Not Salmon going upside down on that rappel, and Rapid is next to no health. Salmon goes down, so we're in a 1v4 situation. Rapid has barely any health, and Garage spots out somebody over on the spiral staircase. Somebody's gonna peek him. That is Imagine. Imagine is gonna get his head ripped off, and that's a character who, player who kind of is struggling this game. You know,
Yeah.
he always is like the main killer. And as St. Clair picks up their second round,
There you go.
I just want to focus on that on Imagine right now.
Yeah.
Where are you at, man? Where's his head?
I don't know.
His head's not in the right place. You know, I saw him at the gym the other day.
Yeah.
He's getting some big reps out.
Big reps.
Big reps out. So he's making sure that he's gonna get those flicks.
Well, the sometimes when you are the star player on your team, or at least one of the more proficient players on your team, when you're not performing, it's really nice to see the rest of the team kind of picking up the slack, right? When your star player is kind of maybe having an off day, or maybe even having just an off game at that, maybe you need just a couple of more than 5 games at least, or 5 rounds to warm up. It's nice to see the rest of your team really carrying that weight and just kind of motivating you, cheering you on as you try and get your swagger back.
Yeah, and you know, don't get me wrong. There's a lot more in this game that you can do than just get kills.
Yeah,
so
you're
like,
right.
just because you're not getting kills doesn't mean you're not helping. So
Yeah.
Imagine might just be playing a different role this week.
Maybe.
Thatcher gonna switch 6-pick to Thatcher. So
Yeah.
just trolling us a little bit.
Yeah. I think the one example of that is we saw 2 weeks ago, Miss Nautica was kind of on that Montaigne duty, right?
Yeah.
She was just a shield. Just be the shield, cover everybody, be that support. Doesn't matter if you die, just be that wall that separates us from the opponent. And I feel like that's kind of what Imagine is doing here, at least here in this week. As we see him here on the Jaeger. Jaeger, I feel like arguably is kind of a more supportive type character, right? He's got the grenade stoppers. That's not really an offensive ability, right? You kind of just put it down just to stop your opponents from getting into different sections, as we see New York once again going into the basement. Here we've been seeing the basement a whole lot here in this round. I don't think we've actually seen that the first floor.
Not once.
Yet.
We haven't.
No.
Yet. No. And yeah, you know, that supportive role from Jaeger is really important.
Yeah.
Just has to find out how to use that 3-speed. You know, because Jaeger is a 3-speed character, so that's a very you can do a lot with that mobility.
Right. We'll maybe see the mobility and Jaeger shine through this round, as I feel like St. Clair, they're very, very used to this type of formation. You can already see them setting up. Jaeger there on one of the top floors as IQ gets shot through the floor. Doozy, he's learned from his mistakes.
Yeah, and you know, that's twice in a row that Max dropped first.
Yeah.
Mac being the top fragger on New York Tech, that's kind of like a hefty price to pay.
I feel like that was the spot, though. He's got killed twice from that location through the floor. So this time he's like, you guys are not eliminating me this round. This is not going to happen. As he ends up seeing them, Money pings exactly where his opponent is, but Imagine knows exactly where his opponent is, as another drone is going to be coming out here.
And here we see Money droning out Imagine over there, so he has been spotted. He's just waiting for that character to turn the corner. It's just who's going to make the first move.
See, the thing is that, sorry to interrupt, is that Money thought he got his drone shot out from the staircase, because it wasn't from his opponent that he thought was in the other room. It wasn't from Imagine.
Yeah.
So he's looking at that staircase thinking that he's in a 2v1 scenario right now, but he's not. He's in a 1v1 from what we can see so far, as Money's just going to try and change his position here.
Yeah, Money and Imagine. Who's going to drop first out of these two? I think this is going to determine what happens next. Whoever gets this kill is going to... Oh, and Imagine! That Pixel P comes up, but he comes out with the kill. And that is super important. Imagine doing his job and going above and beyond with that kill. That was really good for him. But he comes out with not a whole lot of health left, but even still, that's just a visual glitch.
Okay.
Just a visual glitch.
Like, what?
So... yeah, we couldn't see the garage open up. Imagine going above and beyond again, getting more kills, because the roamer doesn't usually have to get...
oh, the wall isn't opening, so it's not a visual glitch. The wall is on client side, garage is soft. Huh.
Okay, so they can't see that too. Like, it is open, but they just... It's Ubisoft, what are you doing?
Yeah, and they're already saying in chat that it's way too late for a remake. Yeah, both sides are kind of arguing back and forth as... oh, there you go. Imagine grabs one kill for himself. It's a little bit cheap, as that was kind of the only way for his opponents to actually come through, and he wanted to hold that corner, as Not Sam is going to try and find his opponent. He's not going to do it. St. Clair, they're going to end that round, and they're going to take it.
Imagine with a 4-piece.
There you go.
Imagine getting 4 kills in this round, almost getting the ace, but I'm pretty sure Doozy with the kill on Mac makes it so that it wasn't an ace. Rules are rules. We've had it done to us before.
There you go.
Don't blame St. Clair. Blame Ubisoft.
Yep, Ubisoft not doing their job. No, I don't want to blame those guys. But
I'll blame them.
That would look a bit esports ready. These guys are memeing in all chat. That's probably the best attitude to take from this, is that you just banter back and forth. But yeah, if you guys didn't end up seeing that, then I guess it was a wall exploder tried to go onto a soft wall, and it wasn't able to blow it up. A little bit of a glitch coming through, and it's not a visual glitch. It's an actual glitch. It's in the game. Maybe it will get fixed somehow, some way, mid-match. Probably not going to happen. It's all good, though. Mozzie coming out here.
Beta. Out of the beta. That's what they were saying in chat. And we're going to see, because it's round 7, St. Clair is on attack and New York is on defense now. We're going to see the roles swap, even 3-3 round count. So let's see who can pull it back. Like, maybe one of these teams are better on defense than they are on attack, or maybe they're better on attack than they are on defense.
Maybe.
Let's see it play out. it looks like that Mozzie and Pulse are gonna be a little bit of a new pickup coming out from New York. You didn't see Mozzie or Pulse get picked up by St. Clair when they were on defense, but even on attack, we see Buck coming out for Doozy. So
I always love to see where these guys shoot. Because you know, they obviously they've played this game for so long. They know exactly where to shoot, which walls to blow up. But I love to see where and why, right? If we can see the why, then it's big brain, right? It's 2 billion IQ. But we haven't seen it just yet. Valkyrie actually throwing her drone through there.
yeah, and that's 2 billion IQ right there.
There you go.
Because I didn't know that was a Valkyrie drone spot, but also this is my first time casting this map.
Yeah.
Valkyrie gonna get a little bit of damage done too pre-rounds. So taking a little bit of damage, but a little bit of damage can go a long way in this game.
Definitely. That little drone reminds me of Wheatley from Portal. I don't know why. Just kind of looking around there in a little ball.
Gladys gonna take over Rainbow Six.
That's not the same character.
Oh, I know it's not the same character,
They're
but
both
it's what's gonna
robots.
happen. Yeah, they're both robots. You might as well be talking about Wally at this point.
Pixar, sign a deal with us.
Yeah. Wally Portal 3.
Please transition out of this, please. Just
Back into the round. We got Rapid on the sledge instead of the smoke now. So we're going to see the kind of like the attacking.
Whoa.
Oh, JM Beast with the wonderful shot on Mac, but they're going to trade. So they each killed each other.
A couple of shots going down from the roof as Doozy in a little bit of a doozy situation himself. He's going to be throwing the frag in there to maybe catch a little bit of bodies there. Not going to be able to do that just yet.
And those are a little bit of shaky shots, so maybe he's not ready for the recoil. The C4 on Miss Nautica, so Money is going to make sure that Miss Nautica can't push any closer. And Imagine off to the side on this Nomad character. Never seen him play Nomad, so let's see how this goes.
He's
Getting inside of the bomb site. Oh, and Rapid catches Garage throwing a nade. And that is going to be a 3-3 player lead on St. Clair. Imagine getting hit with a goo mine, so he's going to have to step back and take that needle out of his foot.
It's very annoying when you're facing someone like a Fusion, as Imagine wraps around the wall. Not able to find anyone for the time being. Doozy thinking that his position needs to be switched right here, right now, as there's 35 seconds left on the clock. We're approaching this very late timing into this, as there's shots coming from the roof.
Well, that's the Pulse. So the Pulse is down low, making sure. So if you put down that diffuser, that Pulse can be watching you. Pulse is just watching, lurking from below, making sure that he knows where you are. It's like Jaws at this point. You can be like, Dana.
Yeah.
Nah. Somebody did go down, though. I saw, yeah, that's not Salmon taking out Doozy. And Imagine is in a 1v2, taking out Black. There's somebody around the corner. He knows this Rapid, putting down the diffuser. And there's a character right next to Imagine. They're all waiting. Diffuser goes down. Imagine takes out Salmon. So we're in a 1v2. Pulse against Rapid and Imagine, so that is Money looking for the shots. Just misses the character climbing out the window, and Sank is in such a good spot. So
he didn't go down.
Oh, you know, he's just missing every single opportunity right here. So Money, his position is known. They have the cross angle, and what a shot from Rapid. Gonna take out Money, and that is the 4th round for St. Clair. And
I don't know why that made me laugh so much, but it looks so good on you when you know the angle that you have to hold in order to win.
Yeah.
Right? We saw it in the basement once coming out from New York. We're seeing it here in this round coming from St. Clair. Jump out the window and hold the position. Just to have 2 angles on one door, it feels so good.
You know, I called out Imagine that Imagine wasn't having that carry, but Imagine's 8-3 right now.
Saying.
Matching Mac, who's 8-3 as well. Doozy staying on that buck, and Miss Nautica switching over to the IQ this round. So we're gonna see Miss Nautica is 0 and I think 5 from what I saw, but she has 5 assists.
Yeah, it's still fine.
So that's fine.
But I was saying earlier is that sometimes it takes your main carry a couple of games to actually get going, and now we're starting to see Imagine really coming out here. Habana, it's going to be a new operator that we're seeing here, at least here in this match. Has no one really else. Buck, maybe? Did we see Buck? I don't think we did.
We saw Buck last round.
Did
Doozy
we?
played
Okay.
Buck.
Okay. What does Buck do again?
Buck
I feel like I know.
has the shotgun, the underbarrel shotgun.
Right.
Yeah.
I feel like you can
basic.
kind of tell what some of these characters do by their icon. Like, it's like, oh, that's obvious.
But it just looks like a bullet bill whenever I look at Doozy's
Yeah.
icon.
Like, you see Sledge. Sledge has the hammer, and it's a hammer destroying something, so you can assume that it's a hammer. But
I won't lie. Every single time I look at the Buck icon,
yeah.
I think of Mario Kart, like the bullet bill.
Yeah.
Like, is
I could see it now.
yeah, is Buck gonna pull his ability and then just like fly across the map?
Yeah.
Get to first place?
Yeah.
Go from last to first?
Yeah. You
And
can also see the Legion. The Legion icon is just a little ticks coming out of a hand or a helmet.
yeah, I
see
can
that?
see it a little bit.
No.
I can see it. That's Mozzie.
That's Mozzie. Just kidding.
That's Mozzie. I'm like the Legion doesn't look.
Sorry.
Legion doesn't have any helmet, but no,
Is that Legion? That's Legion. Oh, that's a spiky trap. There you go.
Thanks, Danners.
Thanks, Danners. Okay.
Welcome to Rainbow Six 101, guys.
Learning R6.
This is the collegiate league, so we have to learn stuff.
I love
it's a
it.
part of the curriculum.
This is it, dude. It's a part of the curriculum. We're forced to be here. We did not want to be here.
Yeah. No, I'm just kidding. It's not a
We're here against our will.
We're teaching you guys, but you're learning with us as we learn.
I just find this fun. This is great.
This is amazing.
4-3 here in round number 8 as St. Clair, they're leading and they're really showing why their attack is just super insane. 2 minutes here left. So we just wait. See what's gonna be coming out.
It's not good. Trying to
Wow.
get all those drones out. Imagine
There you go,
dropping early to Max. And Mac, the kind of counterpart of Imagine, coming out on top in that 1v1. So Max, the top fragger right now in the whole lobby because of that.
I was thinking Mozzie in his picture is doing this, but that's not a real gun. He's got his fingers up like a real gun, but that's not. What are you doing, Mozzie? Fingers don't kill people.
Look at us. Look at us.
Yeah.
Who would have thought?
Look at who? Not me.
Yeah, not me. But we're casting R6 and we're getting into the action phase. Rapid trying to get towards the bomb site and catching all those corners. And that's another
Whoa.
little
3v5 now.
pick from New York. And New York's looking for the flawless round as St. Clair just had their flawless round. So it's New York's turn.
New York just really shining here on defense, knowing exactly where to defend. And you can see one of those players is prone there on the ground. Rapid, knowing exactly where his opponent is. And I want to see Rapid get very aggressive because we haven't really seen it too much yet. Miss Donica now looking exactly where that prone dude was. And he's not going to be there for the time being as, again, Rapid just looking for his angle.
The Hibana holes are coming out, and it's making...
What?
just happened? Mac just got a double C4 kill. Oh, my God.
That was crazy.
Whoa.
That was insane.
That was 3,000.
What?
Oh, my God, JMBs.
What?
What was that? He's in a 1v5 situation, so he's working on the ace right
That
now.
was
He's got
one.
15 seconds. If he can
He's
pull
gotta
off
go.
an
He's
ace
gotta
in
go.
15
He's gotta
seconds,
go.
that would be nuts. And he catches another head.
There
Money,
you go.
you're down. But he's got
Nope.
3 more players to catch, and he gets killed by the goo mine, unfortunately. But New York takes their 4th round.
Sometimes it's a goo mine, and you get to see it right here. Bloop.
Uh-oh.
Was that all 100 of his HP? No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
No,
It
was
only does like 20 damage. I think 20 or 10 damage.
Yeah. So, a little bit of a doozy there for JM Beast in that round. As you guys suck.
11
I
and
suck.
3. 11 and 3 Mac.
I tried to stay straight for this. and I couldn't do it.
that double C4 kill was pretty nuts.
Yeah.
That was insane. But JMB is trying to pull it back. Also nuts.
Yeah.
And it's tied up. And like I called out from the start, it was as close as I thought it would be.
It's insanely close. And you were telling me earlier that New York is actually a really good team, and I've been hearing really good things about St. Clair, so you already know that New York is kind of on par with us so far. You're gonna see a Cade. I've never seen a Cade before.
Yes,
Maybe
you have.
actually last
Yes, you
week.
have.
Yeah, I've seen it last week.
Yeah, and we got
What
Sophia,
does Cade do?
and no, not Sophia. Nomad.
Nomad.
Cade is like Bandit, except it's like a throwing knife. You
Okay.
throw the gadget.
Yeah, he's got a knife in his little picture. So.
Yeah, he throws the gadget and electrifies an area around him.
I don't know why I thought that the little diamond in his profile picture was like a heart for a second. I'm like, he's not going to break my heart here, is he?
No,
I don't want to get heartbroken.
No, he's just Kading.
Yeah. Kading doing Kading things.
Yep. And pinging out. We're on the defensive phase.
No, okay. I thought he was gonna blow a hole through
No,
the
he's
floor.
not.
No, he's just gonna patch it up. Okay, gonna do that exact same thing over on that side.
Yep. He's gonna be putting some more hatches, reinforcing some more hatches, so St. Clair cannot get that top-down view unless the thermite will open up. So they need that hard breach to look down through that hatch. But that hard breach is, since they're holding basement, we're probably gonna see them go towards the
I think he missed the tree there.
No, he hit the tree.
Did he hit the tree?
Yeah, he hit the tree. But just a weird place to put it. I'm curious at what that looks like, that spot.
Yeah. I don't. What does that ability do?
What, the cameras?
Yeah.
It's like an extra camera.
It was just a camera. Okay.
Yeah. I thought you knew that.
I didn't.
I actually thought you knew that.
No, because I've been calling it a drone this whole time, so I was like, what does it do?
It's a little.
But it would make sense.
Yeah,
that
it's a little camera. It's like those cameras, except
Okay.
it can look in like a 360-degree
That's useful.
radius. Yeah.
So if you put it on a tree, then I guess you could see a little bit of the outside and where the opponents are. But
yeah.
yeah, I haven't seen it just yet. As now we're starting to see New York actually in the basement itself. As JMB is going to be blowing a hole through the wall. Is a visual glitch going to happen? Nope, not today. 2 holes through the walls.
2 holes are open in garage, and St. Clair has a lot of information looking through that. Oh, Rapid getting a little ballsy, moving from one side to the other. And we're going to see New York just slowing down their hold, just locking down their positions. And watching for St. Clair, the drone getting a lot of info there. Oh, and Rapid trying to look for that pick, but doesn't connect with anything. They're just playing the close angles right here. Oh, is this player? This player. Oh, we see
Pixels.
Oh, just pixels after pixels.
And he got it. He got a little bit of, you can see the blood shatter on the wall.
And if you look at up top, Cade, very low on health.
Very low.
Down to about 30 health.
Yep, very low on HP is this player, as Rapid is just desperately holding that corner, and you can see that Cade does not want to peek whatsoever. I want to see at what point does St. Clair end up pushing through, and at that point is going to be right now, as does not care whatsoever. JM Beast does not care whatsoever.
Ooh.
Rapid with a really nice defense coming through here. It's kind of weird how you can play defensive on offense, right?
Yeah.
So
St. Clair switching almost instantly to
4-on-4?
defense after. I thought Tusi was about to shoot Miss Nautica.
I thought that as well. I definitely thought that as well.
Imagine taking out.
Oh, there it is.
Getting taken out. So Rapid finding another kill on Garage. Rapid working on the ace right now. Money is next up. Doozy though, rolling that, taken out.
Oh, I thought
Mac.
that was
no,
Doozy.
that was a different kill.
Okay,
that was,
okay.
Yeah, that wasn't.
That scared me.
Yeah.
I was going to say, how the heck did he do that? But Doozy with 2 kills and Rapid with the final one. Really nice stuff coming in from St. Clair. Very clean round.
Yeah, working on that that 3-piece from Rapid. Rapid picking up 3,
Dude.
Doozy taking up 2. So that's just the 2 players on St. Clair working really well together right now.
I was going to say, dude, Rapid there in that round. His reaction time was insane. Never seen that reaction time coming out, because we could see the players through the walls come into sight.
Yeah.
But they obviously can't. So right when the whole entire body of that enemy player got shot, or was it revealed, Rapid was on that.
Yeah. And on the back of Rapid getting that 3-piece, St. Clair take it to 5 rounds.
Yeah.
And they're looking for the win here.
Yeah, they're also on Garage once again, I think. You can see there on the bottom how one of the bombs is going to be in Cafeteria, one's going to be in Garage. We've been seeing Garage this whole entire time, as we're not really seeing new operators come out here just yet. As we might see a switch, it's going to just be over to the Mozzie, but we've been seeing Mozzie, but definitely on a different player.
What do you want to see in this match? Like, what do you think? What do you think one of these teams can change up to take the lead here?
In terms of strats, I want to see new angles come out, because I don't know the exact call out of it, but we've been seeing a lot of action throughout here. either one player coming through the staircase, a couple players coming through the actual garage itself. But we haven't seen anybody through the other side, through this kind of area.
Yeah.
Where Mozzie is looking right now over on that side, because there's a couple of hatches through the actual roof that you can bust into, but now you can see Salmon kind of patching those up right now at least. But again, we haven't seen anybody come through, and I believe that Thatcher or Thermite is one of those characters that can breach through the floor here on at least the first floor. So I want to see a new strat come out because we haven't seen that just yet come out from St. Clair.
Yeah, we haven't seen a single person rotate into the basement through those spiral staircases.
Yeah, we haven't.
And nobody's played that server room because nobody goes to server room. Why would you go to server room if there's not a bomb there?
Yeah, but I think another problem with server room itself is that there's a very long corridor. Yeah. You can see your reaction. Imagine getting a kill to start off this match, but there's a very long corridor from the server room itself, so you catch yourself a little bit off guard as you see Imagine catching out one of these players here, and he's going to be holding this corner as he knows exactly where this enemy player is, and this enemy player also not seeing at least the drone just yet, and he's gonna
shout out to Yeti taking off the. Oh no, he didn't. He didn't take off the see-through walls. It was just you couldn't see it at that situation, but it just kind of shows up when you can't see through the walls what they're looking at. So like, we can't they don't. It's obvious.
Yeah.
Why would the people on the screen that were watching be able to see through the walls? We can see through the walls though.
Yep. You can see a couple of little drones being set by the enemy team. That's gonna be IQ catching them all off guard as Doozy just wants to blow some holes through the floor.
Up so much information, and JMB's
boom, boom.
making sure that wall is open. Rapid back in his power position. Mozzie is out of the round already from the start, picked by Imagine. So we're going to see a 4v5. And Doozy almost getting good sights on that one player down there, but just making it out with his life. Doozy's got to be careful here because that player, because he can shoot through the floor too, not just Doozy.
You can see just the toes of the enemy player in our spectator cam, and you haven't seen any toes get caught just yet. As Doozy is just looking for that angle.
Finds the toes.
I spoke a little bit too soon. As Doozy gets the kneecap of the player, that must have hurt.
Yeah, imagine just getting shot. Yeah, that would hurt.
Quick work coming in here as Miss Nautica grabbing herself one kill, and also the bomb is being planted here as you see Mac going to go for a very aggressive jump over the railing. But there is an animation that forces you to not pull out your gun, obviously. When you're jumping over this and Money's going to grab one kill for himself, he has the bomb. He knows exactly where it is. He predicted where the player was going to be. JMB's getting caught out in a 1v3 scenario. Now Money is
working on the ace.
Yeah, he could be working on the ace as the bomb is now basically half time. He knows where Rapid is usually. That's exactly where Rapid is, right behind that truck. As once again, Money's looking for it. Cannot find it. He does get a little bit stunned up, but he is still fine. Quarter time is left now here on the clock. Does he want to try and go for the defuse? Only on a quarter HP. Right now, Money, he's taking his time here, but the bomb is going to be diffusing, or going to be blowing up in any second. St. Clair, they've won the round on attack.
St. Clair moving to map point.
There you go.
And St. Clair looking to take map 1.
Yeah.
That would be a repeat from 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Taking the first map, and it is a best of 3.
Yeah.
So
they've also sorry to interrupt, but they've played this map basically beautifully.
Yeah. Both teams.
Exactly. And they started out the game a little bit rough, right? Imagine not really finding his own footing throughout the whole, for at least the first 5 rounds. And then I was saying that he could potentially come back, and he definitely did, as he now has 9 kills. But still, Doozy picking up the slack of the lack of carrying that this team is doing, and now Doozy basically on top, knows how to play the buck, knows how to play the bullet bill at this point, and he's just playing an awesome game.
Yeah, St. Clair's, their teamwork right now has been so good because although you don't have to get kills to do something for your team, so St. Clair really making Imagine and Doozy look good in this game.
There you go.
Because the teamwork is just working so well.
Yeah, and the one thing I want to see now here on this second floor is, are any of these players over on New York going to be going onto the roof? Because the roof is one of those spots that I feel like a lot of these teams still have to learn how to go on top of and peek through. because then the big question arises, when do you actually end up going through these sky roofs? Because you leave yourself very, very vulnerable. So do you go on the first floor and make your way up? Do you go onto the roof itself? Do you start to peek through any of these windows looking for a pick? All of these questions have to be asked, right?
Yeah, and I love seeing the angles.
Yeah.
I love seeing the angles. Love seeing everything come down. And Mac, speaking of angles, looking for the spawn peak, going to put the shots through and connects with a few, actually.
Yep.
He's going to JM Beast and Imagine taking a little bit of damage. He's looking back to just be like, hey, I'm still here, guys.
Yeah.
So if he got that spawn peak, though,
That would have been great.
That would have been nuts for New
Yeah.
York. And they would have been the step from sending us to overtime.
And sometimes when you're in these match point rounds, you have to pull out all of your cheat strats.
Yeah.
You've got to really come out with your all. But basically, within these first 10 rounds, maybe you're holding a little bit back, right? When you're playing comp on your own, when you're playing that solo queue type games, you could be going crazy, right? You're popping off, you're doing all of these cool little strats. But once you actually make it to the collegiate scene, you could be holding a little bit back because you know that this is a competitive environment. You know that you have to be playing a little bit more safe. But now we see here Mac, he goes for a more aggressive position for himself. And oh, Doozy. Getting shot at from his own teammate. That's how you know these players are kind of freaking out a little bit.
The TK count for St. Clair almost going up.
Wouldn't have been nice. Would not have been nice.
It wouldn't have been the first time.
No.
Wouldn't have been the first time, and probably don't expect it to be the last. Imagine taking a little bit of damage.
What?
The run out.
From the outside.
The run out, and these players are detected getting picked off by Doozy, and Doozy gets a double kill, taken out by Max. We're in a 3v3 situation. Mac, not Salmon and Garage going up against Rapid, JM Beast, and Miss Nautica. Rapid going for the Kobe throw, but doesn't connect with anything, and JM Beast pulling the lion call, getting as close, far up as he can, gets caught with a goo mine, so has to pull the needle out from his foot. Garage holding that angle on the bomb site. Everybody else roaming around. So we're going to see Miss Nautica find those gadgets and kind of destroy them on the ground. So
yeah, you can see that Rapid was looking through a camera, wasn't able to find really anybody for the time being as he ends up stepping on another goo mine.
Which Miss Nautica actually pinged out, so
yeah.
Even though Miss Nautica pinged it out, he still stepped on it, so that's a little bit unnecessary. Lion call coming out once again, so we can see St. Clair be a little bit aggressive here. There is a player right to Rapid's right. Rapid missing out on that, gets kind of distracted
through the
by
wall,
the mine, and Garage taken down by Imagine Miss Nautica.
Yeah.
JM Beast picking up another kill, so that's Mac gets hit by the Nomad, so they know where Mac is. And this could be the map to St. Clair. St. Clair looking for the first one. They're in a 2v1 situation. Diffuser is down. Mac looking to keep his team still alive in this map. Mac cannot do it, so that is map 1 to St. Clair. And St. Clair going up 1-0. On this nice Friday night.
Yeah, you can see the GGs coming through here in the chat from Rapid, but I guess he meant to say good half, as St. Clair end up taking at least map number 1 here in this good old best of 3. Really nice stuff coming out from them.
Oh, it was beautiful plays from both teams. Honestly, you can't even take anything away from New York Tech. They played out of their mind, especially on the back of Mac, getting 12 kills and 6 deaths. That was just an insane showing from both teams. Quite the fight back and forth from either side. And taken away from that, how did you feel about that matchup between New York and St. Clair?
It was close for the first little bit, right? We were going round, back, forth. And yeah, I feel like it was super close throughout the first little bit. But then we got kind of to the halfway point and we started to see a huge switch, right? That's what we said needed to happen in order for St. Clair to actually take it, is they needed some sort of a momentum gain, and they definitely got that. But there was definitely some star players.
Oh yeah,
on both sides. So talk to me about Mac, because we were talking about this player all game.
Mac was he's just like almost seemed like a one-man army at some points. He was just getting those kills, going for those aggressive plays, and his shot was on point. And if I remember correctly, if that shot can go by, the second map is Clubhouse.
Yeah.
And a shot like that can go a long way on a map like Clubhouse, because there's so many angles and so many ways you can play that map. The bomb sites are there's so many ways you can push them. Like, friends, I'm excited to see what he brings to the second map, because he was showing a lot of work for his team.
Yeah, and over on the other side, over on St. Clair, before we actually send it off to a break, talk to me about Doozy. Because
Oof.
this dude, I don't know, man. He was put on a clinic.
Oh my God, okay. So there's so many times where I've commentated Rainbow Six for St. Clair,
Yeah.
and Doozy's just been a little bit asleep.
Yeah, I agree.
Welcome to the party, Doozy. Good morning.
He took a monster. He took an energy drink, man.
Good morning, good afternoon, and welcome to Rainbow Six. This is the plays I like to see coming out of him.
Mhm.
And so he's been playing really well for St. Clair. You know, usually you see Rapid and Imagine, but we saw Imagine and Doozy. Rapid was still there. He was a little bit lower than
Mhm.
Doozy, but he was still there. So Doozy just elevating his team a little bit higher. And the support from J and Beast, Rapid, and Miss Nautica was everything for those two players because they really made them shine. And that being that, we're going to head to a little bit of a break. Map 2 is Clubhouse, so stay tuned to see some nice club action.